Xbox Game Showcase. Thank you for an incredible 25 years. Getting my notes ready.
This is the Coalition Emergency Broadcast System.
Oh, we're getting E-Day right off the bat. Hell yeah.
There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
Stay sharp. Don't let them surround you.
There should be more guns in the trunk.
Here, strap these on.
This isn't enough.
We should still head to the police station. We're gonna have more firepower there.
Right. Yeah. It's about 2 blocks up ahead.
Okay.
Come on!
Shoot,
this
move,
way!
and watch for civilians. Get inside, now! Ground's opening!
Every civilian saved is a new member of the COG.
You see that? It was something big! Like huge crab figures picking up through the street!
Just the adrenaline kid. We need to keep moving through the underpass.
Let's get moving.
Let me see what I can do.
I'm at the pay safe. I need backup. These things are all over me.
More tremors.
Any gears out there? Anyone that can hear this? Look out! Shit!
Target surfacing. Open fire!
I like the new cover system. It looks really good.
These are
You
goddamn
actually
breach
get
points.
into cover instead of... Plus the retro lancers. Oh, hell yeah. Like, that really does it for me.
All right. That gear said they're stuck in the pay and save. Which way?
It's on the other side of those apartments. At least that thing carved us a shortcut.
Through here.
Too slow!
Carmine?
Oh, bugger! Come on, then!
Bro's ready to go fisticuffs, hell yeah.
Nice shot! Oh, where the hell did you lot come from?
We heard your distress call.
I'm wondering what
Oh,
he's
you saved my
magnetizing
ass.
the rifles
We
to.
need to make ourselves scarce.
Does he have the metal
These fuckers
backplate
keep
on or
pouring
something
in every few
underneath?
minutes.
More tremors, watch it!
Right on schedule. You guys geared?
Yeah. Who are you?
Private, what's the matter?
Where's your squad?
These people don't
I'm glad that bullets still work the same, but they also said that it looks like the reload was about timing wise. Oh, and they brought back the finishers.
These things been coming in waves?
I'm excited for that. Bro came out with no weapon. Oh, he's just gonna beat your ass. Okay. Got like a knife on his hip too. I like this though. This is way cool. Like grocery stores and whatnot. It's like the new stuff feels, the older stuff I should say, where you're in the future feels so caveman. Like barely holding on, surviving. Very calorie. It's really good.
Anyone see him? Contact front! There's no end to these freaks!
Someone can't aim for shit, but he's just showing off.
Pick him off! On your right, I got it!
Well, you got the freaking bayonet, dude.
Jams! Damn it!
Bayonet. Hell yeah. And that's why his dad had to create the chainsaw. Alright. Oh, so that's how he got that scar.
Tom!
I'm almost out.
The tie?
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix.
Maybe not. Fine, then we'll get more tie. He did not get to stay around long enough in the old game. Oh, they brought in sliding. That's so good. Movement sweats are gonna be crazy. Oh, new kills too. Alright, I'm super into this. October. Okay, so not too far away. Day one with Game Pass.
Welcome to the Xbox Game Showcase. For the past 25 years, Xbox has delivered some of the greatest games of all time. Games that changed what was possible, games that brought players together, and games that defined generations. Xbox was built on the spirit of creativity and heart. And as we kick off the show with Gears of War E-Day, it's only fitting that as we return to Xbox, we return to Gears. So today, we're announcing that Gears of War E-Day will be an Xbox console exclusive. The core of Xbox is great games, and that's what today is all about. We're going to show you more than 25 titles from creators around the world, followed by our Gears Direct. Enjoy the show.
That is Luis327. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to Mobile Infantry Trooper. Now you're one of us.
Do I remember the moment my powers came in?
Oh, is this that Little Red Riding Hood game? Oh, wait, never mind.
Well, I was being crushed to death with seawater and mud and
Oh, that's what's her
manure
nuts
whilst holding onto my sister's hand.
from Underworld.
I remember her fingers gripped so tightly in mine that her nails drew blood. Until I lost her grip. But she stayed away.
Looks like Fable.
Does stick in the memory a bit, yeah.
Hero of Rape.
I know why you're here. You want to talk about them.
ever seen a legend in the flesh?
Oh yeah, it
All
is.
that
Fable.
power. How do they use it? Killing mindless beasts. Fighting petty villains. None of that matters.
Look what the guild shut out.
A real hero knows how to wield power. Don't waste your time on trivialities.
You're back. And dressed like a twat.
Got more important things to worry about than vegetables.
A hero knows how to live with their choices.
Oi! What the fuck was that?
Hey, it's what's her nuts.
Just sent my brother into the infinite fucking abyss without even asking permission.
Remorse. Remorse is for the guilty.
What do we do in the shadows?
I will tell you what I told them. Albion is broken, and I'm going to mend it. Albion doesn't need heroes.
That's right, not
A
Joe.
hero.
You're a monster.
And that hero
I think we're gonna have to fight her. She's gonna be one of those people that's corrupted by power. Trying to do the right
is
thing.
me.
Oh, Jack's back? Oh, that sucks. I mean, good villain choice. Jack of Blades was one of my favorite villains. Even if he was a little bit easy once you got him. You Halo?
You've heard
Oh,
the story.
duh. Campaign involved, yeah.
Halo, the chief, stuff of legends.
Especially I'm excited to see the change they made for the better.
But that's not the story I'm telling today. This
Hell, they
one
can make me keep
you
buying.
haven't heard. I've started simple enough.
Supposedly it's gonna follow
Drop
more of the
in,
books.
grab the goods, get out before anyone noticed. Well, guess what? They noticed. Now you ready to get to it? You serve long enough, you learn to read a battlefield. This place,
I'm starting to think they need to stream these at like 8K.
and trust me,
Or at
I
least
know
drop the original download file.
Have you enjoyed your stay so far, Demon?
Just pull the file.
sorry to interrupt, but we're on the clock.
Make it a lot cleaner.
The thing with simple jobs is, they always get complicated.
Weren't the
Plans
multiplayer
change.
finally let you play as brutes?
Odds get worse.
That was always the dream.
My advice, bring a Spartan.
I do like the way the armor looked a little tighter. Plus the 6. No, that's the Mark 6. Yes, the other one's the Mark
Chief,
5.
you ever get tired of being the strong, almost silent type? No.
Damn, every one of these can be played on Game Pass. That's so good. Yep, finally a reason to get Game Pass.
There's something on this island. It's like it calls to me. You and my father found that island thanks to me.
There's more to this than you understand. More than you can handle.
I've proven myself.
All right.
Have you? Have you really?
I'm not really digging the reverse blade.
A sword keeps you alive. A dagger wins the fight.
I know reverse blading looks cool, but it's also
Look at this place. It's mad.
The final confrontation is about to begin!
Where are the others? Ezra's dead, Lenny. They're all dead. Move!
But you couldn't have said, hey, Lenny. You know those ancient death curse rumors? Well, maybe they're true. Sit in. And I
Wait, what was it called?
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel?
Domino might have been on that Midnight Channel before she died too.
Now, where are we?
Persona.
Whoa.
Feels like we're someplace totally different. Watch out!
Now then, whatever's going on here, we're getting to the bottom of it.
To wield a persona is to wield direct control of one's heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds.
Doesn't it sound cool?
Someone had to see that. I'm glad it was you.
Was that supposed to be
Wait,
him?
this has to do with Plague Tale?
Good times never seem to last long, do they?
I hate you, sneaky, stupid bully jerk! I can't wait!
So, shall we?
Really? So neat!
Come on, don't call me that. All shadows were originally born from humans. Well, then that means Senpai got killed by her other self.
No! Get out of here! Don't look at me! Does that mean you're just gonna stuff me back in your head and pretend I'm not Rhea? I can't.
I'm not really a fan of OC's the video game, but you know. There's people out there that are just super cool, so.
Alright.
Glad you're
Which means that we also gotta catch whoever's tossing people in here.
I think I'd like to help too. I'm not running away from this.
It just feels like the most
No problem taking down shadows.
watered down
So yeah,
animation
I'll be
and
counting on
mixed
you,
with,
partner.
like I said, Reddit.
Let's team up and catch
Tumblr,
this
all
jerk.
that crap. Weird OC RPG. Probably isn't true, but you know, it's just the way I see it. But every time I talk to a fan of Persona, I say, it looks like OC's the game, they're like, you're not wrong, so. State of Decay. Oh yeah. I don't know if that would work. I don't think it pulls hard enough. I've ever pulled the pin out of the game now. Unless you already straight.
My friends and I used to argue about what ended the world. A weapon. A virus. Something worse. Started in quiet towns, empty roads, places the world forgot.
I get the big one's just like, I'll walk it off.
Guys, I found a nest. These survivors found each other, built walls, pushed back against the night. We'll always have each other's back. Because the world has become more dangerous than ever. dead aren't just wandering anymore. They hunt. In the end, it doesn't matter what you believe. What matters is that when the dead come through the dark...
I should really try State of Decay. I haven't played the first one. I was kind of ruined by Left 4 Dead and whatnot at the time, so I was super not into zombie shit. Like with a Kingdom.
On the Sea of Thieves, there have been plenty of grand adventures. But what if you could make your own Sea of Thieves experience? With our new free update, Custom Seas, you can. Let me explain.
Only took them 5 years.
You can create new ways to play. Like Rowboat Royale, where
We've been asking
small
for this
bloodthirsty
for
crews duke it out in a furious battle to the death. Just remember to watch out for
Custom
explosive barrels. Oh, I'm sure they're fine. Or Skeleton Snipe Hunt, where the sharpest shooter with the highest score wins. Or maybe you just want to spawn this, and these, and one of those, and absolutely loads of these, and, well, you get the idea. You could create a cinematic masterpiece. With enhanced camera tools, you could show romance, action, or tragedy. Or maybe just show the world from a whole new perspective. Or you could even just create a place to hang. Literally, if you want. Or you could come together for a party. Or maybe you want somewhere you can just kick back and relax. Whatever your piratical pursuits may be, we're giving you your own keys to the seas. There's a whole new world of possibility ready to explore. So dive in and unleash your creativity. The tools are now in your hands.
It's just gonna have battle
What you do with them is up to you.
Like people are just gonna make some
Just
stupid
try not to
battle
wreck the place.
There is a liar in these tunnels. They call him Führer. But that is not your name. Your name is Hunter. As a Spartan, you were a legend. You stood for something. But where are the Spartans now? To protect the Metro. From you.
Oh, they're making a new Metro? Was this like 4?
You promised a brighter future.
Never played 3 because it didn't look that good.
Now, the Norai spreads tyranny in your name. You swore to crush the enemy, to face them head on, and guide the Metro to the light. But darkness consumes you, spreads like a plague, eats you. From within. Every step and every move drowns you deeper.
Oh, we got night vision now? That's cool.
In lies.
I don't remember if there was night vision in the old ones. I remember there was like a night vision scope, I think. What are they, miners? And they all have the mining helmet?
Your lies. And now, Hunter.
I would
that
like
legendary Spartan is gone.
It's a lot more stalker
to ash. I won't stop until the Führer burns with him.
Metro 2039. Artyom. Wake up. February 2027. Okay.
World premiere.
Wouldn't rely on that because that spool doesn't have much torque. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So you'd have to straighten the pin, I guess. You know, a little kink in it. You'd have to straighten those, just so it doesn't have to pull super hard. Also, you could pop down here if you want. I don't mind. Just one of those that are very pretty, but not for me. That's cute. It's a little meteor. I do like that almost everything is like available day one on Game Pass. Like that needs to be
World premiere.
And Game Pass she made cheaper, I think, 30% or something like that. Just brought it back to like a game. So if you just want to play one or two games, Halo's one I'm going to buy separately.
Countless wars have been waged throughout history in pursuit of the elixir of immortality. A champion rises, destined to quell the chaos of this senseless cycle.
There's been a lot of Chinese legends lately. I think that's really cool.
Awaken.
Finally getting some of that 3,000-year-old culture. Or however long it's been. Wings of Ember. Okay, that's kind of cool.
So, it was you who set the Red Cliffs ablaze.
You're ready for the challenge and the reward of opening your very own cult.
Oh, this. I want to play this. It looks fun. I saw like a trailer for it the other day.
You'll be going to beautiful Bedford County, USA. Teaming with locals waiting to join our family.
You scare me? You don't scare me.
You better reevaluate your life choices.
You pissed off a random person on the street. You want a trophy?
Even if they don't know it yet.
Kind of reminds me of Mercenaries mixed with cult stuff.
Build a cult, and I will shield you from the apocalypse. Join us.
Looks like there's multiple apocalypses too, which is fun.
Looking for the owner of a severed human head. Come and
selected, or it will be given away on a first-come, first-served basis.
First come, first serve. Alright, so join us.
World premiere.
Oh, it's yeah, that.
Left your people behind.
I really should play these games.
Believing time would see them heal. But what is left in the dark sickens. And some binds cannot be broken.
Damn, bro, I thought it was gonna be a self kill. That was not stealthy. That was the opposite. Pixelation is really bad. Pretty, would you happen to know if they do release these files somewhere on their stream on Twitch? That's where I pulled this one from, is Twitch.
Accept what waits for you.
She's pretty decent, but you know. Oh, that looks like the thing from Stardust. Yeah, I always thought they should have like a press release version where it's like, hey, this is the recording of what we did for this thing. Here, download it here if you want the full quality.
Answer the call of all 76.
Welcome to the surface, a sprawling paradise. Meet the locals, learn to fish. Doesn't that sound nice? What a hoot! You found loot. This is no time to hoard. Share your stroke of luck with your pals. All aboard. Build your camp as a team. Hey, life's pretty swell, but in this Appalachian wonderland,
All is not well.
Gadzooks! It's worse than expected. Enemies are waiting in places undetected. So suit up, son, and defend our great nation. And gather all your friends when you fight this infestation. That's the play, Daddy-O. We'll tackle them all. Rebuilding our bright future from the ashes, rising tall. When you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for kicks. Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault 76. Oh, dear.
I know that 76 burned a lot of people, but 76. They have gotten good, I should say. Yeah, that's fun. I don't know what they mean by play day one on Game Pass. The game's already out.
Our flock has been led astray by your
DLC.
defiance. Argent Anor trembles in the wake of your actions. They follow you now.
I will honestly say it was the worst of the
Council has chosen. Beneath this chamber will be.
But it continues the story, so that's the good part.
This place is your pain given shape. secrets. Only a cleansed soul may leave. I am not your enemy. I am your way out.
All right. The fact you could dual melee weapons is kind of
Slayer
cool.
gone. Have you not found peace? The demons, they have retreated. Their war is with him.
That's cool. It's got recoil.
The Slayer is alive, and we're going to find him.
The Dark Ages Revelations. Wait, is this Crazy Taxi? Oh my god, what year is this? Hell yeah. I was always so bad at it, but I enjoyed it. I love that it existed. The OG Xbox sound will always be my favorite. It's so beautiful. Also, I am definitely buying the new Xbox One. Or Xbox Series X, whatever that one is. This, I'm buying this. I just need to sell it at some point. Yeah, Xbox Series X 25. It's so beautiful.
In the frozen north,
I miss my
we know
CPU
only one
controller.
way of life.
Age of Empires 4?
Thunderous crash of the waves against
Why
our
so soon?
ships. We know the bite of cold steel.
Oh wait, is it gonna go all the way from like old school to like modern somewhat?
That consume our enemies.
Like Age of Empires 3
The
did?
moment of peace is only temporary.
Beautiful.
Because Valhalla opens its gates.
Oh, and you can get so many more bodies on the field now.
Ground awaits just beyond the horizon.
Oh, Age of Empires 4 is already out? Did I play it? I don't remember. I know I did Mythologies Retold. The story too. Damn. I mean, it's cool. Not really my bag, though. I say is I want to beat all the old Diablos, but I haven't done it in years. She says Minecraft turns me off. I'm sure someone likes it. Getting sick of seeing play day one. Forget it, everything can be played day one because Theo rocks. What's her name, Sharma?
Ladies and gentlemen, admirers of the mysteries of magic, take your seats before the lights go down and the curtain rises, for our next act is about to begin.
This looks new.
Are you sitting comfortably? Are you prepared to witness feats both mystifying and illuminating? Watch closely then, and let the shadows tell their story. Behold, the famous Jacob Menturo, stage magician extraordinaire. So brilliant were his tricks, it cast 5 long shadows behind him. They called themselves Masters. Through a deal with the devil, the Masters sought yet more power. Their deal demanded a sacrifice, and in the darkness, they chose Jacob. Jacob was trapped in eternal torment, but the devil had other plans. He pulled Jacob from his infernal nightmare and offered a new deal. Face their legions, their tricks, every abomination they command. Take what should have been his. Escape if he can. Oops. That's your cue. Run.
It's like Bioshock magic. Oh, I'm so into this. Did say turn around. Alright, I'm super into this. Magicians, the devil deal. Okay, adding to the list.
A deal's a deal, Jacob. I'll see you soon.
Oh, this one's already on the list.
What would you give for victory? Your life? The lives of your sons? The line between victory and defeat is thin. What if you had within you power, terrible and divine, to destroy your enemies, break their will? Would you have the strength?
Aren't they on the same side? Wait, this is a different game. I thought this was that Napoleon game.
If destiny was there, within reach, could you sacrifice everything?
Okay, much different game.
For your country. For your empire.
It is a Napoleon game, I don't think it's the last Dark Souls.
For your emperor.
Valor Mortis. Vincent Castell as Napoleon.
Glenumbra's full of thieves. What is it you're after? Don't take this the wrong way, but we've been watching you. You've got talent and a lot of promise.
Stop! Thief!
But the NPCs finally care about things?
Are you ready to talk about planning a real heist, partner? Welcome to our Thieves Guild. Our members will show you the ropes. This job is going to need every trick in the book.
I heard that caravan should arrive tomorrow.
Some jobs call for slick distractions and quick fingers, but you never truly know what's behind a door. Or if that's not quite your style, step out of the shadows and take a direct approach. There's other treasure all around the world, if you know where to look and are willing to fight for it. Whether it's fortune, adventure, or danger, the Thieves Guild has everything you need, as long as you're willing to take it.
Don't mind if I do. Hands off the cheese. I got here first.
Yo.
Oh.
It's my favorite squishy boy. Celebrating the beauty of, let's say, the United States for the national parks or something. Right in my head. Forgot to read it out loud. Great Smoky Mountains, Tennessee. Dry Tortugas, Big Bend, Texas. Guadalupe Mountains, Texas. Rocky Mountains, Colorado. Great Sand Dunes of Colorado. Canyon Mountains of Utah. Bryce Canyon, Utah. Zion, Utah. Death Valley, California. Yosemite, California. Crater Lake, Oregon. Mount Rainier, Washington. North Cascade, Washington. Also, those were called the Black Mountains, which a native great-grandfathers. Go to Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore used to be called something else until a white man was like, fuck the natives, kicked them off the land, and then turned it into that because they were specifically famous mountains. And then they didn't even finish them, the piece of shit. They're supposed to be museums, if I remember correct. Like there's supposed to be a museum behind the heads or some shit.
The mountain stands here, yet it cannot be seen.
I think that was the ancestor mountains.
The wind passes without a sound.
That's where winds meet.
People move within.
Honestly, not a terrible game.
The Moists
I just really
move
haven't
in secrecy,
finished getting
renowned for their mastery of mechanism.
At some point I should.
As the old order begins to fall, no one can remain untouched. When all is obscured, the battle has only just begun. Beneath every mechanism, the true game lies in the human heart. This is your game to decide.
It's a pretty cool game. Combat's nice and challenging. This is benefits for Xbox Game Pass members. Oh, okay. The Hidden Mountain. So they're already putting out DLC for it. Like, not even a year.
Dracula's castle is just ahead.
40th anniversary of Castlevania.
I have come here to destroy you. Just like my father, mother, and their allies before me.
No one believed me when I said the newest Belmont would be a...
Oh, she's a Belmont? So I'm guessing that's the kid of the ones from the anime.
God has given you another chance, Rose. You must use it wisely to better control your curse and strengthen yourself.
You are no more than an irritating thing. What makes you think you can stop me this time?
I've always wanted a pet Belmont.
Stupid girl. I will show you what hell is.
I am Rose Belmont, and I will hunt the night!
Some years have a color to them. A haze that seems to fill the whole world.
Old school anime
In
inspired.
its glow, you
I wish
discover
the frame rate was
wonderful
a
new
little better, though.
places.
That'll make me puke. It's too slow.
Dear friends you always needed.
So especially when it's in the
and
animation.
golden
It's not
moments
so
which
bad.
linger on the warm breeze. As you live your days as dreams.
Oh, is she in a terrarium? Sprout quickly, little tree. What can this world contain? Vivarium. Okay.
World premiere.
Ooh, finally, world premiere. Atlas. It's too dark. Okay. Whatever, dude. Oh, Persona 6. Okay, yeah. I thought it was gonna be something cool.
World premiere.
Hopefully something better. In the realm beyond. Or is Activision actually working on something else for once? Turns out it's like friggin' Fortnite. Oh, is this Spyro? Oh my god, it is. I just happen to see the freaking arm. Wait, Xbox is making a Spyro game? Huh. I forgot they did kind of buy certain properties. Okay. Cool. A realm beyond. Dang, that's a lot cooler than the old one.
It's my kind of night. Alarms are ringing. Bullets are flying.
What you do that for?
My fingers slipped. And every copper in the tangle is on my tail.
Hooligans, come to order. Piss off!
Let me introduce you to some of my esteemed colleagues.
Even my schemes have schemes.
Me, I prefer to make it up as I go.
Morgan! Oh, you'll have better odds getting through without me.
Everyone knows you're easy pickings for someone with any sand.
Then give my regards to the Sandman.
cheap rubbish.
You Bioshock, maybe? It doesn't really look like Bioshock.
Corpse in hand is worth two in the grave, as they say.
Look at the bloody airships. We're not here for you.
Not here for me. I'm Anne fucking Darrow.
Time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob Griswick's vault for months now. We're putting the heist tonight, yeah? Morgan, get to that crane to lower the ship.
Greetings. I am the Miracle Industries auto-loading crane. If you have the authority, I am at your service.
What happens if I fired a few holes in you?
The lift is now unlocked.
Ah, defeat. How sad. You were all doing so well.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Well, I certainly don't expect any trouble from some of Avalon's most disposable citizens.
Damn.
Hello, frightened human. I can get you out of this.
Oh, wait, this is that game from like last year.
You've just jumped about 25 years back in time. This place, on this day, is ripe for changing the course of history.
This life ain't one for granting easy choices. But I just found a way to control the past. Change who's in control. Make things unfair in our favor. Brought you a little toy with a big mouth.
What a proper little villain.
A better villain than you'll ever be, you decrepit old soak.
The pimp, the plod, the priest, who do we like the least? Oh, it's different how they do ya, the ways they stick it to ya. And when they're done with chucking it up, oh, downstairs, well, they're all gonna screw you in the end.
This one looks like 3D's Workshop the
Nothing's
game.
ever given to folk like us. Especially not the future.
Like if 3D didn't have to do the stuff he does, I
This
feel like he'd
time,
be making
we've a
robots.
chance to steal it. What more could an honest thief ask for?
Stairs, well, they're all going to screw you in the end.
That looks fun. Is it Clockwork? Yeah, Revolution. Only 27. It looks like a lot of games are trying to get out of the way of GTA. So a lot of games push their stuff back.
Clockwork Revolution is an original experience full of intriguing characters and incredible world building. And it's an Xbox console exclusive coming in 2027. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a milestone year for us as we celebrate 25 years with you, and we're excited about our lineup of iconic games. Record-breaking Forza Horizon 6, the return of Master Chief, rebuilt from the ground up, the extraordinary world of Fable, full of choice and consequences. Incredible games from our partners at Sega, 4A Games, Koei Tecmo, and more. And players can look forward to 2 upcoming exclusives, Gears of War E-Day in 2026 and Clockwork Revolution in 2027. In a moment, we'll dive into Gears of War E-Day. But before we do, one franchise that has been with us from the beginning is Call of Duty. Now, it's bigger than ever, with a new Modern Warfare later this year and a movie on the way. Last month, the teams at Infinity Ward and Activision gave us a glimpse of the story and gameplay. Today, they are back with a first look at DMZ, reimagined in a way that only Call of Duty can deliver.
Something off with his face, it's bugging me. That's just me.
용이하면 최고령도자 동지의 현명한 용도 아래 우리 조선 반도 정도는 질서정연하고 강력하다. 남부 차단 구역에서 발생했던 산업사고는 우리 공화국의 용접 투쟁으로 이미 수습되어 조국의 안전엔
So a new Korean call.
차단 구역은 안전하다.
Oh, DMZ.
Locate the files and eliminate the HVT. Expect contact.
I thought this was a camp.
HVT may be in the area hunting anyone after that intel. Jeez, this is huge. It's dark as hell. That's why you got NVGs, man.
Hey, I'm gonna head downstairs real quick. See if there's any weapons or gear laying around.
No, that's a negative. That's not why we're here.
I'm gonna be fine. It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
I say again, that's a negative. Okay, get your ass upstairs.
I would say role playing and slow shit like this.
Damn, he's down. Let's go help him.
Hell no. That's on him. I told him to get his ass up here.
Copy. Where are we at on the intel?
Got it. Alright, let's find that HVT.
On you.
Overwatch to actual. Letting that intel compromise your location. Enemies are alerted to your position.
Shit.
Yeah, you know we're here.
If that visually happened when I was playing, I'd be actually really upset. Like it's lagging and fritzing out. But I know it's just like a feature.
Hey, hold on.
What's up?
It's just...
He's right there laying down. How'd you miss him?
Fuck. Yeah, you're all right.
I can't aim for that.
Was that the HVT? Hey, fuck the HVT. Let's just go to Expo. Oh, fuck!
Oh, they're bringing back last man. Oh wait, no one.
Yeah.
You good?
Yep. Let's just get out of here.
All right. Let me get some ammo.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, let's move. Overwatch to actual. Look for any building with green smoke. I say again, green smoke. Freeze, you got eyes?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh shit. BTR and a fuel truck. These semi-auto sniper rifles are the way to go. Right there. Anyway, it's garbage people.
I'm inside.
Get your ass to the roof right now.
Copy.
Just run up the stairs.
Please have medical. Oh, thank you. Hey, Locker, you downstairs?
Negative. I'm headed up the ladder. Going up to the roof.
Oh, shit.
Why are you just standing there, bro? Get up. Ah, it bugs me watching gamers do tactical. It's very cinematic. I don't think I'll ever go back to DMZ and all that crap anymore. I'm so not into it. Oh, there's different ways to extract now. It's cool. Yeah, the Modern Warfare campaign looks really good. It's like it's going throughout the years.
Welcome to the Coalition here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, home of Gears of War. When Gears debuted in 2006, it instantly redefined the genre. And now in 2026, we're on the cusp of another rare moment. A chance to honor where we've been, celebrate with our fans, and lay the foundation for where Gears is going next. To get there, we're taking it all the way back to the day the world changed and the fight began, Emergence Day.
Damn, ripped
It's
his
a day
face
of
off.
unimaginable loss that sits at the heart of our universe. And today, for the first time, we're ready to take you inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons, and modes that will make E-Day the most brutally satisfying Gears yet.
Is that all you got?
I did like that they stabbed on both sides of his neck.
Before we talk about what this game is, I think it's important to share why we chose E-Day. When we started this project, we were moving to Unreal Engine 5. It was a new foundation with a blank slate. So we took a moment to reflect on what makes Gears so special to us and to our fans. And we realized that all of the things that make this world feel so unique, brotherhood, brutality, that melancholy beauty, and over-the-top spectacle, they're all perfectly set up in this one moment in time, E-Day. The moment the Locust ripped through the ground and changed the history of Sarah forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game. So we started with this one still from the Mad World trailer. It's Marcus facing down the Locust, defiantly firing into the darkness against overwhelming odds. And we said, this is the emotional core of Gears. This is the tone and feeling that we wanted to build our next game around.
This is our most ambitious game yet. E-Day is a story we haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally have the tools to reimagine the Gears world at a new, unprecedented level of detail. We're pushing Gears to new heights with the densest, most detailed world we've ever created. With seamless, large-scale environments.
It's even worse from up here.
Fully dynamic ray trace lighting. And richer real-time destruction. Starting with an empty hard drive, we literally rebuilt everything from scratch. Characters, enemies, weapons, animation, sound, the world itself. And then we tear it apart in front of you. You'll fight against bigger and more brutal enemies with new and craftier weapons and navigate the battlefield with more natural character movement so that every moment of emergence plays smoother and hits harder.
This is a game that feels like Gears, but plays like new.
Now, we're inside.
It's a return to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of a new engine.
E-Day is set before the events of the original Gears of War. After decades of conflict, peace has finally been declared on Sarah, and the Gears have returned home.
Love you, baby.
Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago are young veterans trying to adjust to civilian life while grieving the loss of someone they both loved. Carlos Santiago, Dom's older brother and Marcus's best friend.
To Carlos.
To Carlos. Best fucking brother anyone could ask for.
Carlos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without
so they're
him,
Pendulum
Marcus
Wars.
and Dom's relationship is distant.
The emotion from our refinery.
I heard there's books, and I kind of want to
With the
read them.
world just barely on the cusp of peace, and our characters coming to terms with their new reality, the Locusts emerge and change everything.
This is the Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna. Strap these up.
E-Day tells not one, but two origin stories. The start of this world falling apart and a brotherhood coming together. And over the course of 3 intense days, you'll see how loss reshapes this world and our characters, beginning with a night of desperate survival in a brand new city.
We decided to focus our story on just one city, so you could really feel what war does to people. When we started creating Kelowna, we wanted it to be more than just a backdrop. We wanted to feel alive, like it was another character in the story, packed with layers and personality. Kelowna used to be all about innovation and discovery. But years of industrialization for the Cog War effort totally reshaped it. With such a rich history, it made sense to lean into that classic Gears retro vibe. Towering architecture, robust vehicles, and grounded technology. Kind of like those gritty industrial cities from the 1970s. We also looked right outside these windows at the mountains, the ocean, and local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique style. As you play the campaign, the city reveals itself through the main districts. The historic center, with its classic Gears architecture in stone and steel. The downtown core, more modern, reshaped by decades of industrial growth. The military airfield, set at the forest edge with shipyards nearby, the refineries, and supporting working-class neighborhoods, built around constant emulsion production.
Gears plays best in a city, and Kelowna is the ultimate battlefield.
Yeah, before they realized emulsion was what was turning them into
Kelowna's
monsters.
density, tight streets, mixed with open spaces, let us rethink how Gear moves through the world, and it created the perfect stage for greater scale and verticality in combat. Our soldiers are basically giant tanks in armor. They slam into cars, weaving through hails of bullets. And we wanted to keep that heaviness, but add more fluidity to how you
I
move
do
through
love
the
that because that's how we move in real life in the military.
Cover is life in
Like
Gears.
you just straight slam into things. It's like it's that or get shot.
And we've completely rebuilt our movement
I
and
do
cover
love the
systems.
verticality.
With smoother transitions and a bigger range of cover heights and shapes, including new low ground cover. This all allows us to create more complex and organic feeling spaces than ever before. From Sprint, you can now slide, which lets you quickly get under objects, slide around corners, or transition more smoothly into cover from a run. And we added the ability to jump, which really opened up this citywide battleground. We get to play with more verticality, climbing walls and vehicles, or clearing gaps in crumbling buildings to reach new flanking routes. At the heart of our gameplay is still that great Gears combat puzzle. A mix of unique enemy combinations, tactical weapon choices, and your ability to read and move through the arena. But now you have more choice than ever, and we get these peaks of almost action movie sequences. You can throw yourself off a balcony, land next to your buddy and revive him, scramble through cover, slide under a truck, and hit safety on the other side. We get these amazing Gears playgrounds, small and large, where all these elements come together, and the city is filled with them.
Our missions move across the city, from linear fights in narrow streets and alleys to more open districts, where you have access to entire neighborhoods. Now you have strategic choices. Do you take the enemy head-on? Do you flank them from a side entrance? Or do you climb up to the balcony across the street and take them all out with your long shot? it's up to you. And if you're playing co-op with your friends, well, then you can try all three at the same time. Taking your own path reveals small stories from the city. Survivors trapped in an apartment.
There's a civilian in that building, 4th floor.
A raven crashed in the distance. A group of gears readying an ambush. You still have your orders, but it's up to you to decide where you offer to help
I really dig
or how
that.
much of the city you choose to explore.
And that city is fully realized. To create a city of this scale and detail, we needed to invest in an entire suite of tools. Tools for roads, intersections, sidewalks, e-holes, buildings, rooftops, and pipes. We have a procedural content generation toolset for scattering millions of pieces of trash and debris across the ground to make Kelowna feel lived in. This is the largest, most complex location you've ever seen in a Gears game.
But the port control is connected to an older antenna.
We have trash everywhere.
I can reconfigure their radios to reach Afira.
It'll push your computer to the limit.
Do it. The remaining Gears will hold the fort.
In other Gears games, the world's basically already dead. There are very few human survivors left. But in E-Day, you're watching a live city get ripped apart in front of you. People who once went to work, sporting events, and celebrated the possibility of peacetime are now stopped in their tracks. They abandon their cars and run for survival, attempting to find refuge in subways or stores. A glimpse of a child's toy.
I was always
or
saying I
dinner
wanted
left
a
uneaten
game that shows the pendulum
are
horse.
reminders of what's been lost and the horror of what the Locusts have unleashed.
And they go into E-Day. They kind of did that with, I think, 5.
You'll experience the Locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our customized
There's only
destruction
one battle.
technology. E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies from under your feet at any moment.
As a game design element, getting to use e-holes again as a spawn mechanic is brilliant. Locusts can come out of the ground anywhere, you can toss a grenade in to close them up, just adds this great tactical layer to encounters.
But you'll also encounter
That
massive
dude
sinkholes
got
that'll
his
pull down
face
vehicles
smashed
and entire buildings. And no amount of detail is too small, as micro-destruction goes beyond what we've ever done before with chippable cover across a range of materials. Your impact is real, visceral, and leaves a mark on the world. Destroyed Beauty has long been a visual pillar of Gears of War, and we finally get to show the before, making the after hit that much harder. You'll recognize a neighborhood that was once intact is now completely destroyed. You'll walk through city streets filled with smoke and fire, and it feels completely different from how you first experienced it. You start getting this real feeling of the city's a character, and it's really under attack. It's the fall of Kelowna.
E-Day is an intentionally intimate story. There's this colossal event going on in the plot, but the actual characters and the journey they go on is where you get to explore themes of burden, of loss, and of loyalty. The whole world of Gears is about characters. It's the nightmarish monsters from below versus the soldiers that hold the line in a war for survival.
You okay? No way this is real.
It's pretty fucking real to me. On your feet.
This was our opportunity to focus on what makes Gears characters so special and what makes our enemies so iconic. The entire campaign is played from the perspective of our new squad, Bravo. As the invasion breaks out, you'll meet Mags Carter, a former Gear now sweating it out at Kelowna's emulsion refinery.
Now, why don't you come talk shit when your balls drop? And quit going through my stuff.
And you'll also meet rookie cadet Lucas Reyes,
He
a
looks
sharp
so familiar,
comms
but I
officer
can't
who
place.
never made it to the front lines despite his dreams of military glory.
Holy fucking shit.
Mags and Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are 4 soldiers thrown together, fighting through tensions with each other while fighting the Locusts, ultimately forging their bonds in battle.
We follow Bravo Squad with our cinematic cameras, just like the intense war movies we love. The shots are intentionally gritty and a bit shaky, and leaning into these rough edges is what makes you feel like you're right in the middle of the action.
Bravo's story also intertwines with others called to defend the city, including returning characters like warrior philosopher Ty Caliso.
It is Ty. I wasn't sure if that was him because he didn't sound.
Marcus Phoenix. Ty.
And fans of the books will finally get to see the hard-ass Raven pilot Gil Gettner in-game for the very first time.
Oh, cool.
Let's go and fuck this mess.
Marcus and Dom are absolute legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks from a mile away. But if you go too realistic, you lose those unique features that make them stand out. Honestly, Marcus just isn't Marcus if you take away his classic perma-scout. So instead of chasing perfect realism, we focused on making them believable and memorable, respecting the details that really make them who they are.
Material and character fidelity in Gears of War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before. Our facial animation systems have been completely upgraded for E-Day, with 3 times more joints and over 350 facial shapes sculpted for each head alone to really represent the emotion in our characters. Marcus has more detail in his eyelashes than his entire character model did in the original Gears of War on Xbox 360.
Phoenix. Marcus. Sergeant, 26 RTI C Company. Next to kin, Adam Phoenix.
With the amount of layers we have, we've never had fidelity at this scale.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Combined with a much more sophisticated animation rig, this allows us to have way more expressive characters with a huge range. From a small smirk to yells on the battlefield.
Come and get some, you goddamn grubs!
Your experience takes on a new intensity. We're pushing the graphical limit with 4K Ultra HD resolution, native HDR10 rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per second in campaign, and up to 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
Oh, they're bringing back
When it
tickers.
comes to the Locust, to make them more believable, we made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious. The boomers are even bigger this time around. Like living battering rams smashing through
I wonder why they would be
onto the
bigger, though.
battlefield. The wretches scream
Wouldn't they be
so
smaller
loud it
now?
disorients you before they rip you apart. And the Reavers, they crawl up buildings and rain fire from above. Basically, the whole Locust army, whether new or old, are more intense than ever before.
So what now, Marcus? We save everyone we can.
Like I said, every civilian saved is a new cog in the Gears.
Gears of War has never been a horror game, but the world has always felt horrifying. And with E-Day, we lean into that even more. Our new gore system means damage feels meaty, responsive, and satisfying.
That was satisfying.
Muscle and cloth deforms in response to your attacks, and blood and bone damage adds to the intensity of combat. Gore is localized as well. Shoot a Locust in the arm or leg, and you'll see the bullet take a chunk out of it. Or land a heavy shot on a limb, and our dismemberment system will rip it clean off in glorious detail.
The Gnasher is going to get you the most satisfying shots, covering you in blood, or pop heads from afar with the long shot. We've revamped our favorite weapons for E-Day. And of course, we also have some fun new ones for even more brutal ways to tear your enemies apart. The new Gut Puncher grenade launcher is a COG weapon that fires armor-piercing explosive rounds. Quick fire a round to let it explode, or hold the trigger to control when it detonates. That means you can place a well-timed explosion behind an enemy protected by cover, or with practice, master its long-range keyhole closing potential. The Incinerator is our new shotgun. you can see the emulsion literally melt the skin off an enemy's body.
That's cool.
Before, you'd probably get into a grapple if an enemy came charging at you. Now, you feel the power of getting to incinerate them when they get close.
I want to see him use the axe
Of course,
head.
the Lancer.
Nice.
The creation of the Chainsaw Lancer is another origin story from lore that we wanted to show in E-Day. From the moment that Ty grabbed that chainsaw to rip through a locust at the Superstore, to a prototype kit bash on the front lines of the invasion, all to deliver on that gratifying moment when you finally get to slice a grub in two.
Gears music has always been about tension, escalation, and release. When a fight kicks off, the music hits hard. It tightens as things get more dangerous. And when you've dropped the last enemy, you hear that familiar big ringing chord. For E-Day, we kept that structure, but made the sound harsher. Together with our composer, Adam Lastica, we built the score to match a world on the verge of collapse. The electric guitar returns alongside classical instruments, but both are pushed into uncomfortable territory. Like dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
Where the hell are we?
And then there's the sound design. All chainsaws have voices. When it came to the sound for our Proto Lancer, it was important to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in 2006 and rebuild it from the ground up using our new sound effects system. This chainsaw has a 14-inch blade with that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space and the sound opens up again, almost like a cathedral. And it's not just those spaces, it's the transitions between them where the magic really happens. That's where things feel alive. That's acoustics in real time. It's a heavy world. And what better way to experience its dread and tension than through the music and sound that surrounds you?
No other game does the squad like Gears does. Our themes, our gameplay, and our modes, they all revolve around this core element.
I want to see.
It's not just about the brotherhood that you experience
Anthony.
in the stories.
Let's see Anthony.
It's also about the bonds you create with your friends. Co-op has always been a part of our DNA. And like every great Gears game, you can bring your own squad to this fight.
Like I was
In
hoping we were
campaign,
going to get more.
all
towards
4
there.
characters are playable from the start. And we support 4-player online co-op
We'll see
and
them in the
2-player split
background or
screen on
something.
console. In Versus, our sweaty squad-based PvP is back, with a
They're not
collection of
dumb.
44 modes and all new maps set in locations in and around the war-torn city of Kelowna. We've combined classic Gears' symmetrical PvP map design with new traversal opportunities. You'll put your skill to the test alongside a seasonal roadmap of killer content, almost all of which you can just earn by playing the game, completing in-game challenges, events, and achievements. And today, we're excited to announce a dynamic new evolution of Gears' iconic PvE mode, Horde Siege. It's a 12-player mode where all 3 squads fight alongside each other to battle the Locust invasion and defend Kelowna across a range of city-based maps. We'll have more to share soon, and we hope you join us for our open beta weekends later this summer.
We good? Sergeant Phoenix?
Guess we're back to it.
I think I've done every single game's beta except for like 5.
can't outrun the past. But as long as we're still breathing, we're the ones that keep fighting.
20 years of Gears is such a milestone. It is such an honor and also a huge responsibility to make sure we deliver on the story of Gears.
It always comes back to the squad. It always comes back to this theme of getting through the absolute shittiest of times with somebody else who constantly has your back. And that's Marcus and Dom's story. The story of the original trilogy. The story of E-Day. And the story I think we can all relate to.
Thanks for pushing through. Couldn't have done it alone. You got it, man.
Having the opportunity to have E-Day come out in the same year as the 20th anniversary of Gears, the quarter-century anniversary of Xbox, it's almost like a homecoming. It's like returning back to our roots and saying, fuck yeah, we're back. And we have so many more stories to tell. It's an incredible honor and one that we want to make sure that we do right.
Ty.
Especially for more Ty.
What a nightmare. Untouched by nearly 80 years of war. Destroyed in 2 nights.
For us, the heart of Gears has always been about the bonds you make in the darkest of times. Inside the studio, we rally around a simple phrase: never fight alone. It guides how we build our stories, our gameplay, and our world. It's how we work as a team and the commitment we make to you, our fans. Everything comes back to that important
They'll bring
idea
back a
of
midnight
sharing
launch
life's
for it.
experiences, the highs and lows, together. And E-Day is the best expression of never fight alone that we've ever made. Whether you'll be picking up a Lancer for the first time ever, or you're as battle-hardened as Marcus Phoenix, there's always a place for you in the Gears squad when Emergence begins on October 6th.
Let's go on with this mount. Looks good. In October. Okay.
I know why you're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats.
The council has chosen.
Now you ready to get to it?
Then if they do like a cursed Halo mod for campaign evolved, that'll be fun.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
I've proven myself.
Have you really?
I have come here to destroy you.
Welcome to the surface.
It's console exclusive too. Supposedly, the new console won't drop until November. Well, not new, but the 25th anniversary version. So that sucks. But, anyways, that's going to be it for me today. Hope y'all have fun. Let's get to that dad wisdom and head on out. Alright. Lewis327, thank you once again for that follow. Welcome to Mobile Infantry Trooper. Now you're one of us. And dad wisdom for today. Even the most thought out plans can fail you, but never let failure stop you from doing what's best for you. And for today's Wild Uncle Shenanigans, once you're in a painful throes of withdrawal, only then will you know what it's like to chew 5 gum. Have a wonderful evening. It's been Beard. Later.